Hey fellow Vault Dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and today I have for you full review and all details about the Holy Fire. It's a flamer. And if you have been tracking the progress when public test server have been open, you know that this gun went through crazy cycle of nerf buff, nerf buff, nerf buff, and I'm happy to announce it is incredibly powerful in this final version. Now, without further ado, all secrets of Holy Fire for you. Why is it so good? So, let's start from the weapons workbench. And I'm on the adventure server right now, but later on I will move to private for more testing and more of the showcase how this weapon actually performs, due to the fact that currently live game servers do experience a lot of lag. So testing is not amazing. It's hard to show everything. But now, the details about the Holy Fire. If we go under the weapon workbench to see modification and inspect it, the Holy Fire says that there is 25% weapon speed, weapon breaks slower, and restore 2% health over 2 seconds, so it's a vampire weapon with faster attack. But it do not say that there is more into this weapon than that. And if you pay close attention to actual stats of the weapon, the other changes are as follow. If you compare it to the flamer, surprisingly, maybe you already see it, but those flamers are modified with the same mods, and stats are different. So, first thing first, the damage itself is higher by 5, but that's the base weapon damage that's higher by 5, which means it will be further multiplied. So it is actually really good. This extra 5 damage is a lot. It's way better than any bonus, like let's say this flamer comes with 25% damage while aiming. This 25% damage while aiming is less than 5 damage that this weapon has on the base. So it is very important that it's added to the base damage. As you can see, the difference go bigger and bigger more you boost your damage. At this moment it's 11, even though the base damage is only higher by 5. Next, the damage over time, the dot, is doubled compared to regular flamer. You have twice the dot. The bad news here is you still cannot notice it. It's nice on paper, no difference in practice, as this dot is basically 1 damage, maybe 2 damage over the whole duration. That's the effective damage, which is very low. Then, if you go down, look at the fire rate, you can see 132, and if you do the math, it is about 45% more than regular flamer. In a moment, I will compare 2 weapons with exactly the same legendary effects for you, because Holy Fire can indeed be rerolled. You can change it. Vampire weapon speed, weapon break slower, it's default. You can change it. So that's a good news. Now, bad news. I don't know how bad it really is. I didn't notice much of a difference. But this extra damage and extra fire rate comes from hidden legendary effect called Cursed. You probably know the cursed weapons from previous update. They do break faster. That's the difference. That's a trade-off. More damage, more fire rate, but breaks faster. In my opinion, it basically nullify each other. So it will break as fast as regular one, as you will be killing faster, so using it less. So from my opinion, it's not a bad one. I would still take cursed weapon with more damage and more attack speed over regular one. So it's not a bad trade-off. Now, what you probably notice, you cannot modify the nozzle. The nozzle is attached and cannot be changed, which was a big problem before for me, as it used to be just a regular flamer. But now with this extra base damage and extra fire rate, it's really good. Because even if I could modify the nozzle on regular flamer, all I would probably go for compression nozzle, which in result will give me almost the same base damage, but still lower fire rate. So the Holy Fire without compression nozzle is already stronger than regular flamer with compression nozzle. And vaporization nozzle, even though offers great damage, if you are not aware how this works, takes all the range and this makes this weapon basically unusable. So you will not use that anyway. In my opinion, Holy Fire, the strongest flamer at this moment. If not even mention a blue flame that you will see in a second. So the strongest weapon, it does come from Beast of Burden. So this is the new event with Turtle Boss at the end. So I'm really happy this event is dropping the Holy Fire. Next, the barrel. So you can notice I have standard. If I would switch it to long, it would be much heavier. The point is the barrel on regular and on this flamer doesn't really change the range. I know, it's ridiculous, but it is how it is. It doesn't affect the range in practice. It reduces the durability, increase the weight, reduce the VATS accuracy, so... or sighted accuracy, I don't know what accuracy it is. It seems VATS and it says sighted. Okay, this is a little bit confusing. Anyway, standard barrel, better because lighter and more durability. The range is the same in practice. Now, let's go for in-game comparison of two flamers. Holy Fire versus exactly the same regular flamer. Now we are on the private server. I have my universal build loaded and two flamers that will go against each other, both rolled exactly the same. So it's a Flamingo, anti-armor, damage while aiming, and we are comparing it with the Holy Fire, anti-armor, damage while aiming. I rerolled both for the same effect, so the comparison will be more accurate and private server will allow those super mutants to actually register damage and you will see how it performs. You can see the fire rate difference here as well, as they're both the same. This one is 109 and regular Flamingo is 91. So there is a difference to the fire rate. So now we are attacking those super mutants. And first, as you can see by the flame, it's the Holy Fire without aiming. And then if we aim at our targets to get this aiming damage bonus, you can see they are burning quite nicely. With a lot of damage, they die fast. This weapon is really powerful. The attack rate is amazing. And yeah, I'm on my universal build, so it is possible to boost its damage even higher than that. I just like doing all the testing on universal build, so it's easy to compare all the weapons across each other. Where are those super mutants? There. That's the damage. Now, Flamingo. Changing to the Flamingo. And this is the damage of the Flamingo. It is slightly lower, and you can notice it is visibly slower. Like the impact, the hit damage numbers are visibly slower if I go with the Flamingo. And yes, with all the flamers you can kill 2 enemies at once. Flamer, unlike all other weapons, is special in the sense that flame penetrates through enemies and allies. So we can hit targets behind your allies easily. The flame will go through. It's not the same for flame-like weapons. Like, it's not the same if you have plasma flamer. It will not behave this way. This regular flamer has special rules, and you can kill multiple targets at once. Oh, that's a 3-star legendary actually. But I'm on the private custom server, so I don't even need to pick this up. That's the damage. That's the damage, and I'm really satisfied with this new Holy Fire. It does offer the proper range, good damage, amazing blue flame with blue burning effects. So this is the Holy Fire for you. Let me know what you think. I'm really happy with it. I'm fully satisfied, and in first person view it doesn't obstruct your screen almost at all. So it is additional benefit is for comparison if I grab the Flamingo. That's a different story we are talking about. That's the aiming with the Flamingo. So I'm happy that Holy Fire skin is very conservative. In first person view, you can use it. You can use it freely. So now let me know what you think about this final implementation of the Holy Fire with cursed legendary effect without ability to change the nozzle. Is that something you like? Or would you prefer it to be regular legendary with blue flame and have a nozzle option? Which camp are you on? Generally, I'm happy with this implementation. It has a little bit of everything, it is unique, and it is the most powerful from all flamers, assuming you want to keep the range. And that being said, thank you all for watching, and see you all in the next one.